Welcome you back as we continue our broadcast live from Constitution Hill, whereby we're basically telling the stories of the women. We go back to the years as far back as 1956 and also look at the challenges that women are still faced with in this day and age. So we gave you a little bit of a background of the prison earlier on while we were the black female section. So now we're standing right in front of the former white female section. In fact, we're standing in front of a cell which belonged to the former cabinet minister, Barbara Hogan. So she was incarcerated in the cell right here. But with me now is someone who also stayed in this prison for about 6 months, arrested for treason, of course, and Mmagauta Molefe. Mmagauta, good morning to you and thank you so much for joining us.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you so much indeed for coming through. What goes into your mind when you come to this place?
Well, first is the entrance. The entrance to this place was very important because when they open that big door, those big boas, you don't know where you are going to and you don't know how long you are going to spend. So walking that road and then to go to the unknown, that is the impact before you even meet the cells, before you go into the cells where you are locked in.
So being here in Jefferson, it brings back bad memories,
Yes,
I believe.
It brings back memories.
So talk to us about how you got to be arrested and your stay here.
Well, we were picked up from the PPC office. A lot of us, but the women, it was me and Debs Machoba. And I remember Zweli, I forget his name, he was the Secretary General of SABC. A lot of cars surrounded the block there at Ilov Street. And because we were big fishes, we were people that they've been looking for. They had been looking for me for over 10 months. And every day I used to carry a bag with change of clothes and toiletry. But that very day I had forgotten it.
So you were ready in jail
But that day when we got to John Foster, they even called everybody who was off duty because they had big fishes. You know, from John Foster they were running from the stairs up and down as if they'd captured some terrorists and things. When we were going up the stairs on the lift, everybody was waiting for us. And there was a guy called Krombeck who was in charge, limping. He was celebrating that we got you today. Finally. Yeah. And when we walked in, they started with the beatings. The men were just being beaten from the passage into different offices there on the 10th floor. And then they put me and Debs in another office.
And then we had a walkabout earlier on the show. We went into the cells. It doesn't even look like a proper cell. It looks more like a toilet than anything else. How were you able to live in such a small place?
You know, when you are fighting, you are prepared for anything. So you go in there, it was winter. You find that small space with a mat, 2 blankets, 2 buckets that look alike. One is the toilet, one is for water. And you spend the rest of the... Because I was arrested under Section 6, where you don't mix with other people, you don't talk with other people. And I spent my life there. So because we read books of torture and things, you learn to make use of the space. I used to walk around that cell. I would walk because you can't just sit. They let you out twice a day, one in the morning to go and wash and then in the afternoon for 20, 30 minutes just to exercise in the courtyard. That is all that you did. So you learn even to chase an insect. You learn tricks, you learn to play alone, you learn to imagine, because you don't know how long you'll be in there. And what is important is that you say you need to survive. Yeah.
But can you tell us of one instance maybe of the many that you had where you felt like I was humiliated more than anything else?
Where I was humiliated was at John Foster. Yeah, I was humiliated at John Foster, where they would open for you to go and shower. The water was coming out like a hose pipe. You know, it wasn't the real shower. And it's cold water, and it's winter. And while I was showering, because we were being escorted by women, that particular day, 2 men walked in. They walked in there, they said, you know that we can kill you. And I said to them, I'm prepared to die. They say, if we don't tell the truth, we can kill you. And I just thought, this is going too far, men coming in when I'm showering.
Yeah.
But I didn't care, because what was clear for me was that we were at war. We were at war.
Seeing that you went through the difficult times that you did at John Foster, even here, if you were to look at the current political situation in South Africa, what are your impressions thereof?
We fought for this. We fought for this country. People fought for this country. People were killed. They died for this country. But what we are getting now is people who don't appreciate the sacrifices that people did. They are playing with the sacrifices. They are playing because we wanted to topple the nationalist government for a better country, to get back our land, to get our people to be free. But this is not happening. It's only a few people who are benefiting. And they are playing with our sacrifice.
So if you were to look back, you're not proud of where we are?
I am not proud. And I think for now, because we knew the enemy that time, it was a nationalist government. Then our people come in. They come in, they are black people, they don't care, they don't love us, they don't love the poor black people, they don't give us our land, they are making deals, they are fattening their pockets, and it's disgusting. So it means people have to come together again.
All right, Mmagauta, there's so much to talk about, but due to time constraints, we'll leave it at that. Thank you so much for coming through. All right, well, there you have it. Mmagauta Molefe, a former political prisoner, right here at Constitution Hill, where we are, narrating to us what she went through back on, and of course her impressions of how South Africa has come in terms of the democracy that was achieved. Well, let's hand you back to the studios, and Valen is standing by with the latest in sport.